This week on the Unqualified Gamers podcast, the boys talk about the new Xbox Console, Handheld, PUBG Blackout, and PirateFi taken off the Steam store.
Song is stuck in my head so hard right now.
Which one?
Episode 110, ladies and gentlemen.
The one that goes like shorty's got look and shorty's got class.
Oh, because
nobody.
Sorry.
That's on the episode, guy. That's on the episode.
That's all right. That's okay.
But is it on Rumble?
Suffer with me.
It's on Rumble.
Yeah,
yes.
it's on.
Okay.
Is it on Rumble?
We always got to double check if it's on Rumble.
Yeah, I've decided since I'm streaming and gaming on one PC now, I'm going to get Streamlabs and record the podcast with that, so that I don't have to change my OBS every time.
Oh, that could work. Are you going to like have one of the things set up on one PC and then have the other program set up on the other one?
No,
or is it all still?
I'm gonna. So I my OBS is set up for the podcast on this PC, but then I set it up for my stream the other day. But then today I had to reset it up for the podcast.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if you were.
Which?
So for a while, what I was doing is I had different things logged in between the laptop and my PC, depending on if I wanted to, because I have another channel. It's called DrZusse Offline, and it's where I do a lot of my testing. It's so that it doesn't ping a bunch of people. I'll have like one of my mods come in, and we can check, sound alerts or new equipment or anything like that. You should
check, yeah.
Right. So I have a totally separate channel for that. And what I ended up doing is, yes, I have to go back and forth on this PC if I want to check it, but I also, for like drops and stuff, just very random things for, offshoot games like R-Gage or Black Desert Online, whenever they have like the Twitch drops, I'll just leave my account logged in for like 72 hours or something on the laptop sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
And I've actually gotten random donations, just in game.
So
it's the weirdest thing.
I'm tired of running two PCs. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with two PCs. So me and Kai kind of talked about it earlier that I'll do a giveaway on that PC. It's got a 2070 Super in it. It's got a Ryzen 5 processor in it. It's a good PC.
No one, CC. No one wants it. It can't run GTA 6, so there's just
it'll run GTA 5. All right, it'll run GTA 5 for sure.
It'll run Vice City, maybe.
All they got to do is upgrade their graphics card. They'll be good.
Hey, one game that it will run because it beats the minimum requirements.
Oh Jesus Christ! That was a good segue, though. You get credit on this one.
Is the new game Frag? I know Kai's played it, so the minimum requirements.
What it is.
Are a i7 or Ryzen 3, 8 gigs of RAM. It has 16 and it's got a Ryzen 5 and a GTX 750 Ti. Wow, that's fucking old. A 750 Ti or an RX 550.
And is that okay? So that's minimum requirements, but what are the? Because we always talk about like minimum requirements, but I want to know what the proper requirements are. Like what would it take to play the game at like 60 FPS or like 120 FPS at
so this is
4K
recommended, which would mean I would guess you'd be able to at least play at 60 frames.
Okay, so middle of the road.
Yeah, a core i7 10700K, which is a beefy, or a Ryzen 5 5600X, which I believe that's what's in that computer. So
Granted, I had the i9, but that is pretty close. Like that's just like the gen before my computer. So,
yeah, because I have the i9 10900. So
yeah, I got the 10850, the one that you can't overclock RAM and some other bullshit because they hadn't worked out the stuff yet. Guys, don't ever buy the first when the new generations of Intel come out. Don't buy them.
Is yours a K?
Yes,
it is a K. So I learned this the other day. The K means that there's no onboard video.
Correct.
And the KF means that there is, I believe. Right?
One of them, okay, so there's the normal, there's the K and the KF. One of them means that it doesn't have a proper sound card. One means it doesn't have a video card, I believe, and the other one means that it has two on board, but it doesn't really work. And for
well,
me,
the onboard is pretty good actually. Like, on the one, like the one that I have, if I had the one with the onboard, it's decent.
Mhm.
It's probably, you're not going to be playing Fortnite at 200 frames, but you can probably play at 60 frames. But
so that's one of the
yeah.
that was
Okay.
one of those things that went into when I decided to choose what CPU to put in there. Is, do I care? And the only big downfall is if your GPU does completely go out, you cannot run
You can't
any
do
of
anything.
your,
Yeah, you can't do anything.
you can't do anything.
That's why you just
Um,
call me, because I got like extras just sitting around down here. So
my God, you know, and I
And
would,
the next
except
person to
that
get
it would,
robbed, CCPunishment.
you'd never get it shipped to you, right?
I would never get it shipped to me.
It also, so the graphics card it recommends is a RTX 3060, which is basically a 2070 Super. So,
Is that what it is? Is
yeah.
like the 80 is a 70, the 70 is a 60 for like the next gen? Is that how
so the 36. So I had a graph that showed where they were like the 60 is only 8 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why, but then like the 70 is quite a bit better, and the 80 obviously is like the best gaming one apparently. But then the 90s, no, the 90 is good, but apparently the 3080 is better at gaming than the 3090. I don't know. On the chart that I have, I'll have to find it and post it on our social. But I was going through this shit the other night like crazy, because in the next year I'm gonna have to build a new PC. So and
then 3 months later you're gonna have to build another one, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks after that, because
yeah. Well, I'm an Intel guy, and if I were to build one right now, it would be my processor would not be Intel. It would be the Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, I think is what it is. We'd go with the Ryzen 7, and they say that's the best one for gaming, which is crazy. It's not even a 9. Like, AMD, get your fucking shit together. Like, how is a Ryzen 7
Maybe
better
the
than a
7
Ryzen
is so good
9?
they don't need the 9.
Well, why is a 7 better than a 9? Why don't they just make it a 9, assholes? But yeah, so DirectX 11 also too, but yeah, it looks really cool.
Fragpunk,
not Frostpunk.
Fragpunk. It is. I mean, it's weird because like in the beginning of each round, you're voting on cards, which pretty much put into play something in the match. So like, the enemies have bigger heads. The bullets like give you life if you hit a target, and all like it. So there's different varieties within that game. So
Right.
it's cool in that sense. And then I mean, it's a lot more. I mean, punkish. I mean, the animation is more of a punk vibe, obviously. But
yeah, you definitely can tell.
It's a lot smoother for me. It feels a lot smoother than like Valorant and stuff like. And it's not like, I don't know. I didn't recognize any like instant headshot kills or anything like that. You know how usually you just get like those one taps you keep seeing. It doesn't feel like it's just an instant tap all the time, which is good. Maybe it's people haven't learned the map, and I don't know if there is an instant.
I've never played Valorant. I've installed it a few times. I've just never played it, so I don't know.
Valorant
was fun in the beginning, but
CSGO mixed with Apex.
Yeah.
It's it's CSGO, but you just have abilities.
And CSGO is just the graphics are just kind of shit for me, and I kind of get bored of that real quick.
Even CS2, like
that's
with the updates and everything.
I don't think they have CSGO anymore, do they? I think they just have 2.
No.
Yeah,
it's 2. Yeah. But they did a lot of really cool things. So now when you like, let's say you throw smoke down and you shoot through the smoke, wherever your bullets go will actually give you a tiny opening. It'll like move the smoke because the bullet goes through it.
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
If you throw a grenade out, it'll like plume and it'll get rid of the smoke for a few seconds. So there's a real big thing where they'll have a smoke down, and then another player will have a nade ready to go, so that they can throw the nade, open the smoke, and try to get a quick shot or 2 in.
Yeah,
that's one game I've never really played. I think I have like 2 hours in it, but I've watched probably hundreds of hours of like professional play. And I really want to go to one of those tournaments.
I've only got 2 hours in it.
Never played it,
but I mean, it's just not for me. Like, I don't. For some, you change weapons. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand how that works.
You buy them. It's the same thing. It's the same thing
like before each round.
Okay, what I'm saying is before each round, you start with a different weapon, and then every time you die, you start with a different weapon. And I don't like that.
No.
Yes.
No. That's not.
Yeah, 100,
So when
100%.
when you die, you start with your pistol. And
No.
and depending on which side of the map you're on,
No,
whether you're the T or the CT, you
I don't know if
start
I'm
with a
playing a
different
different.
pistol.
I don't know if I'm playing a different game mode, but that's completely wrong because I'll start with a
Yeah,
shotgun or a sniper rifle or whatever. And then another
It's gotta
thing
be a different version.
another version. I don't
It's
know.
a totally
But-
different version than
But what I don't like about it is like you don't ADS on certain guns, and it's just I don't know. I don't like it. I'm an ADS guy. I like the ADS.
there is guns that you can ADS
Yeah, there is.
with, like the AUG, but most of them, you're right, there is no ADS.
Yeah.
It is just so it's really funny because there are diagrams of how different games aim, and so
Yeah.
it'll be like Tarkov, where it's like it's from the eyes, and so you'll see like the slight difference in it, and then you'll have like Call of Duty, where it's from where the top of the weapon is, but you're holding the weapon up at your shoulder, and so that's it. And then CSGO, you always have the weapon down at your hip.
Yeah.
And so, but you just fire from your eyeballs, which is always weird. And so, yeah, those things are cool. But no, as far as the weapons, you have to purchase. It's the exact same thing as Valorant, where depending on what weapon you get a kill with, you might get some extra money. If there's a loss bonus, so if you lose like 3 rounds in a row, you'll end up with extra money just because you've been losing so much.
Right.
If you plant the bomb, your entire team will get some extra cash. If you kill with like a pistol or an SMG, you get a slight bonus. You'll get like 600 to kill instead of like 500.
I've even bought crates on the game, but I don't know what I just play the regular game mode, and every time you die, you start with a different gun, and it's like, what's the fucking point in this? So like if you have like
sounds like a quick match.
If you have
thing,
like a different skin, like let's say you buy a skin for the AUG, when after like 6 deaths, you'll get the AUG randomly or whatever, 5 or however many, I don't know, and it's got your skin on it, but it changes every time I die, so I don't know, and I don't like that.
Are you
Sounds
purchasing
like
a random
user
weapon
error.
every time? Like, do you have
I don't know. I'll install it. And I'll install it and show you because I sound crazy right now, but it's. I promise it's weird. That's one
user error.
I think he has like an auto buy on, so whatever his whatever he can afford, it just picks it up.
It could be. It could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm hitting the button wrong. I don't know, but I'll play it.
Are you thinking of
it's every time
giving that PC to someone to play Fragpunk or CSGO or something?
What are
your thoughts?
I don't know. We kind of talked a little bit earlier. This is a hefty.
I would say,
goal.
okay, hold on. I would say don't bring it up unless it's going to happen. I would say we wait on it.
Well, this is my thoughts. You and I are going to Comicon this weekend, right?
Yes, we are. Indianapolis.
And there's a chance
you guys are going to be there.
Yeah. Come up to us. We have stickers. We have some T-shirts that we will hand you. We will give them away. We can record a video, whatever you guys want to do. We'll put it on the podcast next week. But I was thinking this PC is worth at least $800 to $1,000. Okay. And it's a big ask, but we are at 1,111 followers or subs on YouTube right now. Share it with your friends. If we hit 1,500 subs before we record next Thursday, the 20th at 4:30 p.m. CST, we will give that PC away. We will figure out how to do it. We'll probably give it away on Instagram. Instagram would probably be the best bet because that's where we have the most followers on social media, or TikTok, or one of those two. But we will figure out a way to give it away.
Better get this reel up quick.
And Kai will pay for shipping.
I'll pay for shipping. Yeah,
and make sure you will never take it to the post office.
I promise I will. I promise. But we will figure it out. But that's a lot.
Subscribe,
that's driving.
Comment. You got to comment because otherwise we're not going to know who to give it to. So make sure you comment and say you want the PC, and send it to your friends. Have them comment, say they want the PC. Well, hopefully one of you two will get it.
If we hit 1,500, we'll figure out how we're going to give it away. It'll just be you'll have to end up sending us a screenshot that you're subbed to our YouTube or Spotify to our Instagram account or something, and then that way we'll put all those names on the screen and we'll do it all on the podcast, so there's no messing around. It'll be live on Rumble.
So I think the phrase that we should use is "Give me the toaster."
Give me the toaster. What the hell does that mean?
Give me the toaster.
You gonna take a
Because
bath?
people who build PCs out of things like a toaster, or
Yeah,
people
because it's
say
like
all
the
time.
lesser of your PC, so it's like, you know, it's the toaster.
Listen, it's a good PC. The case it's in fucking sucks. I hate the case it's in. It's the case my PC was originally in, but it's got an AIO.
What kind of case is it?
It was an iBuyPower case, so it's all a black acrylic or a black fucking tempered glass. It's heavy. But yeah, we'll figure out a way. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with it. And yeah, but that's only if we hit 1,500 by then. So share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, share it everywhere. So we need those subs on YouTube. So
and
imagine
if,
just sharing
that
and
doesn't
subbing to
happen.
get a free PC.
If that doesn't happen, Xbox will have a new console for you. It's a handheld that's been leaked again.
Yeah. Xbox.
Is there a point to handhelds anymore? Like other than like, I get that the Switch is a thing, and like Nintendo, I think just kind of has it locked down as far as handhelds go.
I mean,
and then there's the Stream Deck.
But they have the Steam Deck, and then they have the Lenovo handheld PC, which is pretty fucking insane. But
I feel like this is going to be pretty good.
I mean, the only issue that I have with it is it's being made by Microsoft. They make operating systems for computers amazing, but like their phones were terrible. The Zunes were pretty bad. The like all of their smaller shit kind of sucks.
Yeah, but they're going to be working with like a PC gaming OEM, the original manufacturers, whether it be Asus, MSI, Lenovo, something like that.
Right.
So if they're working with a company who does this,
they're making the software though is the problem. Microsoft is making the software, and that's where their shit always sucks.
If there is like, if this thing is right and if there is no bloatware, their software is top tier. Just automatically, it is top tier if there's no bloatware. I am so tired of that shit. I'm about to like rip my TV off the wall. WebOS is like, I'm like, I bought a TV. I don't care about your fucking ads. I don't care about your streaming services. I don't care about any of that stuff. I paid for a TV. Just give me your fucking that's it. I just want to use the TV.
They made you gotta get you a fucking Fire Stick, bro. I'm telling you. You Fire Stick. You get you right around all that smart TV bullshit jargon. I'm telling you. It makes your life so much easier. All of my TVs are smart TVs. None of them are even hooked up to the internet. It's all through a Fire Stick.
Here's the thing. I should not have bought an LG. I should have just went with Samsung like I always had before, but the LG was on sale.
I bought the Amazon. How do you get movies and TV shows off the Fire Stick if you're not connected to the internet?
You connect the Fire Stick to the internet. You don't connect the TV to the internet.
Oh,
yeah. Like you know, like smart TVs have like the bot, like their little smart bullshit built in. It has Netflix, and you just don't use that. You go to HDMI 1, you plug your fucking Fire Stick in there, and you're good to go. Set
it up in there.
Yeah, you're good to go. Is there any real pictures of this thing? Because like I've got Google up here, and there's like tons of different images.
I don't think it's been revealed yet.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been, again, leaked.
Right.
I'm gonna keep using air quotes every time the word leaked comes up.
Some of these look pretty sweet
because everything's supposed to be leaked. Yeah.
Some of these look pretty sweet.
Well, they're saying that it might release this year, so you'll have pictures if it does release this year.
Doesn't PlayStation have one of these?
PSP?
One of these things? No, they have a newer one now.
A PS Portable.
Is that
which
it?
Is still PSP. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. My brother has one.
They just call it a PSP.
I mean, we're all PC gamers. I mean, if you travel a lot if I traveled a lot for work, I would have a Steam Deck. Probably.
Bro, if I could get this thing, because I'm supposed to be traveling again next week. I mean, I'm gonna have my laptop. I'm gonna try and bring like my mic and camera or something, but I'm supposed to be traveling again next week.
Yeah.
If I could have this handheld Xbox, that'd be sweet as all get out. Because usually I go home or go to the hotel room and I'm just sitting there. I'm just either scrolling on TikTok, watching a show or something, trying to walk around somewhere. But
do we have any leaks on the price for this thing yet?
I haven't seen any other leaks than what this is.
Because if it's anywhere near the price of a Steam Deck, just get a Steam Deck.
I'm gonna just take a stab and just say that it's gonna be $400.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's quite a bit cheaper than the Steam Deck, which is $600. And if you're, I mean, that's Steam Deck is probably the best. I got to hold one for the first time a couple weeks ago. Did I tell you guys that? A buddy of mine has one, and it's fucking cool. It's really cool. I want one so bad, but I would never fucking use it. Is the issue?
It's because you don't travel.
Well,
I will.
Well, no, he doesn't need it. He's got a Tesla. He has literally a Steam Deck on wheels now.
That's true.
He called me the other day. Like this dude did the thing that he hates when people do. So I'm live on Twitch.
Yeah, I knew.
And he calls me from his phone and jumps in Discord from his phone. It sounds like shit. We all know phones sound like shit. It doesn't matter whether it's
I said check your
Tesla
Discord DMs.
Yeah, and
I took a picture of he was on. I had his stream up on my. I had his stream up on my fucking screen in my Tesla, and he's like, "So?" I'm like, "Fuck you! I'll go watch somebody else." Then I couldn't hear him anymore.
on my
Shouldn't
old
be watching
radio,
people while you're driving.
I wasn't driving. I was waiting for Bree at the store.
On my old stereo from my car, I used to pull people up because that part of it was disabled.
Oh,
you know how? So apparently, in order to watch a lot of those things, you have to have your emergency brake, I guess, engaged. That's how they get you with not having
you hook up to that. Yeah, typically when you do it yourself.
Yeah. And I guess whoever had done the stereo beforehand was able to bypass that somehow. People, I'm not saying you should do this. I don't know if it's going to void warranties. I'm not going to condone any of these actions.
It will void warranties.
But I'm just saying that this is what I had. And so I would pull people's streams up, and it was casting from my phone up onto the display. So that was cool. Sense. Going back to Steam Decks though. Oh, go ahead, Kai.
Well, I was going to say the Xbox a little bit more. The handheld's going to be coming out possibly this year.
Yeah.
Their new Xbox. So we're talking about how hopefully this handheld will be pretty advanced. The new Xbox that's supposed to be coming out is set to release in 2027, but it's not supposed to be like their normal Xbox. It's basically supposed to be like a PC, but for the TV.
Right.
So, and I think the controllers will still connect to it and stuff.
But... So what it is, well, I mean, that's the thing with the controllers now is there's it's a proprietary Bluetooth dongle. So all they have to do is build that in, what they have at the Xbox. In the console, consoles are like PCs. Have you ever torn apart an Xbox One? Looks exactly like a PC. I mean, if it has circuitry, I mean, everything looks the same. Just like the disk drive looks like a piece, everything, you know. But yeah, the new system is legitimately a computer. It's a computer with a gaming
interface.
Yeah, gaming interface basically. But like that's all the consoles. But this one apparently is more PC than ever before.
Right.
So it's
and it'll allow you to have like.
It's a console PC.
Yeah. I mean, it's a console PC. Yeah, basically, it'll be a PC that's just easier to hook up to the TV.
Yeah,
and just basically go straight into games. But it'll give you access to like Steam, Epic, GOG, stuff like that. So,
which honestly,
in reality,
it's the step we all thought it was going to take. But honestly, they could put
the cloud gaming.
They could put Steam and Epic games on the Xbox One, the new Xbox One, and I don't think anybody would. I think it would work just fine.
I don't think that Steam or Epic are going to make the do that contract to have their stuff auto loaded on there. You know what I mean? Like it's still going to be something that you have to do. I'm pretty sure that if you jailbreaking and such, I'm pretty sure you can do something with the Steam store or whatever for most consoles if it's jailbroken, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't know why they would. I mean. The thing is they're going to have to optimize every game to work that way, which it would be Xbox putting in the work to do that. I don't know why they wouldn't do that because it just it opens the Steam store to thousands of people who have never seen the Steam store.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, awesome. when you're playing on console, aren't you locked to like 60 FPS anyway, or 30 FPS?
120. Nintendo? 120 on the new gen Xbox and PlayStation is 120.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, everything before that is 60, right?
Yeah, 60 or 30. But yeah.
Well, the good news is you'll be able to buy the PlayStation exclusives that they've released on Steam.
I know.
So imagine playing Xbox and getting like God of War on your Xbox.
That'd be kind of nice.
I'm gonna be willing to guess that PlayStation will probably They'll have to do something similar.
Oh, yeah.
This is what would be the fucking game changer. Whichever company, Xbox or PlayStation, makes a close enough copy of the other's controller and they include it with their bundle. So like they have, like if PlayStation had a regular PS5 controller, but they also had, like they gave you 2 controllers instead of 1, but one was like an exact replica of an Xbox controller. Or if Xbox did the same thing.
People might get mad though.
Yeah, they might, but like you could buy one that has 2 of your regular ones.
If you buy a PlayStation, right? Yeah. You buy a PlayStation and you want to play with your friend and you both use PlayStation controllers, you're like, why am I buying this PlayStation that has an Xbox and a PlayStation?
I'm not saying every bundle has, like, just right now if you were to go to Best Buy to buy a PlayStation, right? They have like a Forza bundle and God of War bundle and whatever. I'm just saying they could have one.
Why not just have it as an accessory that you can buy?
Well, you could do that too. Kind of like you could do that too.
The bigger
right?
hard drives that they used to have on Xbox. It's just something you could buy.
You could do that too.
You can buy what you're talking about, CC.
Yeah, but it's not the quality.
No, you're right, and I don't think it ever will be, just because they need to get around it. That's why you have Mad Dog. You know, I had a couple of Mad Dog controllers. Is it Mad Catz?
Mad Catz, yeah.
Those things were horrible.
Dude, the best
They were amazing, but they were horrible.
My brother had one, okay? My brother had one that had fans in the controller. It was an Xbox.
We had those.
Regular Xbox controller, and it had
blew
fans
out the back
in
or whatever.
It. Yeah, because it's supposed to keep your hands from sweating. I just remember like sitting there holding it up to my face. He's like, "Does that really do anything?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I love it. It's great. It's so awesome." Oh, yeah. Thanks for not letting me use the fucking regular controller, you dick.
That just brought back a memory because I completely forgot about those.
Yeah, good shit, right?
College Humor.
It was like see-through and lit up and everything too. Yeah, I'm sure. Because
they're just like it had like Ultra Turbo or whatever with like the 3 things for like the auto click buttons, and
somebody's got these controllers. DM us a picture of our Instagram link is in the bio. I
have one in the room, like right next to me.
Okay, go get it.
With the fan?
With the fans? With the fans in it? Yeah, with the fans in it?
I don't know.
Well, we'll get it right. Yeah, just take a picture of it, and we'll share. We'll look at it next week.
Somewhere right here.
Yeah, we'll put it around. But if you have this controller with it's an original Xbox controller with the fans in it, send us a picture of that to our Instagram and we'll post it and we'll talk about it more, because those could they had the controllers that everybody had to have. The best part about them is they were $20 a piece. So if you get pissed off and you want to break a controller, you grab that motherfucker. You didn't grab your OEM one that would go through your coffee table. You busted that cheap Mad Catz one, you know? Because everybody knows the original Xbox controller and the original PlayStation controllers, indestructible. So,
I will say that if people are going to get into Steam, regardless if it's on Xbox, even if you're new to PC, or I mean, even some people who are older to PC, there's games we've talked about, the games that, like, especially Steam's removing, where people will put in a program like a beta or something like that. You can try and get like the founders pack and you're giving them money, but the game never comes out. It's been out for 3 years, 4 years or something, just sitting on beta. Yeah. Right. But there's
no developer updates or
nothing. Like no updates at all ever. Yeah. So there's also, they just had one that Steam confirmed and they removed it, but it was called PirateFi. PirateFi on Steam, and it wasn't a real game. It was malware, and it was basically a virus that when you installed the game and uploaded it, it would basically start pulling all your personal information. So
that's you got to be careful about the games. They were able to do that. Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. I mean, honestly, it is the same exact thing. We all use Napster and LimeWire. It's the same thing as like gotthelife.mp3.exe. All right,
I don't know
that was
what it takes to upload a game. I need to reach out to that developer again, and we need to schedule him for soon, because I wonder how hard is it to put a game on Steam. That's something we need to ask. We need to ask him all kinds of shit.
I wonder if Jack will know.
I don't know. We'll ask this dude that. We're not asking Jack that.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, they could have been a real game, and then an update, because I don't think you have to run it by Steam, or they've got to clear every time you do an update of some kind. You just do an update that is the malware thing. I mean, we can, fantasize and theorize all day long, but really it just means that the dude that ran it was a real shitty person.
Yeah.
It has been removed.
A lot of those out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure
a lot of those.
We talked about several of them last week.
Right.
People are just
stream snipers.
People are just assholes.
But
it does go to the thing of always make sure you know where you're getting the thing from and know what you're downloading. I know that everyone wants to support those indie games.
Cheap shit on Steam that I've bought so much of it. It's like a game that's like $2. If it scrolls over there, I'll check it out. I'll be like, I'll snag it, whatever. I'm the guy that gets caught by this shit for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least it wasn't PirateFi for one of your games.
No kidding.
Oh no.
Well, if you're looking to push, if you're still more like, regardless of how good this comes out, if you want to stay more PlayStation, the good news is if you want to help PlayStation develop more, like become better, they actually have a Sony Public Beta program right now that they're opening up, and you can test things for like PlayStation. Well, really Sony games, because it could be PC or PlayStation side of Sony games. But they might also do accessories, like things that they're possibly thinking about coming out. I don't know if they're just going to send it to you or what, but those will probably be part of it. But it's very strict when it comes to like your account. So you're going to have an account in good standing with your current email address. Your account, if it has violations on it, may not be picked. But again, I think that's going to be based probably around like how serious the violation is, how long ago it was. And what they actually have on record for it, and maybe how many reports it was. I don't know, or how many times you got reported. Yeah, who knows? So just as long as your account's, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. You can always sign up. I mean, more than likely you're going to have some sort of NDA, right? Like I had for Sea of Thieves testing.
Yep.
And you'll have to answer a questionnaire, but always worth a try. The only things is wherever the test is happening is you have to be in that region. So say they're testing something out in the UK. Yeah. You can't test it out in America for something that's being tested in the UK. And vice versa. And so
Sony, if you want some help, you want us to come test some shit.
Hold on. Before, I'll go with that one. Fine. But I was about to say, before we start saying that we want to do this, these are all the jobs that they're taking right now, and they're firing people. And they're just like outsourcing it to us but no one is going to be like, hey, do you want to sell parts for us part-time? But we're not going to pay you for it.
Yeah.
We're going to allow you to sell our parts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, these are the jobs. Like, this is quality assurance. Like, these are things that they used to pay people, at the company to do. And now they're like, hey, we can find some suckers out there. Fuck it.
I'll do it for PS5.
Well, you do have to. You may not. I don't know. I don't know if they go by mental note or actual age, but you have to reach the legal age of requirement for that region. So if they go based off mental state, you might be SOL.
I'm there either way.
Actual age, you're perfectly fine. Yeah.
I'm
but
there.
Mental, I don't know.
I'm there.
But if you are not of those legal ages, in those places, Pokemon, another game for that, for the youngers, for the youngers, the youngins,
Pokemon Stadium 3.
The younger people. I mean, Pokemon Stadium, the original one, was a great game.
Never played a Pokemon game other than Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I remember playing Pokemon. I think we always just went to like the mini games and stuff like that and played those.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'd eventually have like the battles and stuff we do in the middle. And of course, the person who owned the game always got Mewtwo, and we pretty much just got rocked, and it was just whatever.
Mewtwo.
But
Mewtwo, guy.
But
he was a tricky one.
This one is technically not called Pokemon Stadium, like the third one, because 1 and 2 obviously are out, and the second one came out years ago. But this is called Pokemon Champions. But it looks like it looks exactly like a Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, okay.
But the cool thing about like when you watch the trailers, you see it going back. You see like people on Game Boy and stuff like that, and then like the link cables that they had for the systems back then, and it kind of goes between like the different variations of the handhelds they had.
Okay, I'm thinking about that link cable. I remember that thing, right?
Yeah.
Was that just for Pokemon? So you could trade Pokemon?
There was other things that you could do, so you could go like head to head for certain games. Like Tetris was a big one for head to head.
Oh, so you could play like multiplayer if you had two systems.
I mean, the link cable for Game Boy is old. Like you're going way back to like the.
I remember
the
my
old
buddy
brick
had one,
and like
and I'm like,
8
what the fuck is
battery.
What the fuck was this for, man?
Yeah,
what is this for?
Link cable. Yeah. Well, the good news is I don't think you'll need it with this one because as they're going through like the generations of the Game Boys and stuff, they come back to a kid playing it on his phone. And it says it's supposed to come out for the Switch, iOS, and Android. So my guess is it's going to become a mobile download that people can play. I mean, I'm sure it'll cost money, but either way, I mean, if you want to get the game.
I mean, like,
Champions.
I'm surprised more games aren't released on mobile with how strong mobile phones are nowadays.
Oh, so I think that there is such a huge, like, mental block. Like, there is such this. I'm forgetting the word to use, but there's just it's almost like taboo to be doing mobile games. Like Diablo went mobile with Immortals, and they got booed on their own stage. You know, like there is just this thing where people are like let's be honest, CC. We make fun of Kai for playing mobile games. Well, like I will play my mobile clicker.
No, that's not true. I make fun of you and Kai for playing mobile games.
I've got my one game that I play where I talk to people from like Serbia and Italy. All right,
no mobile games. So no mobile games. Yeah, but, I'm just saying. I'm surprised that like big games aren't developed for the phone like more than they are. I mean, I know there's tons of games and shit, but
like Call of Duty and PUBG and stuff like all the mobile versions just kind of
they kind of those kind of suck. But like, I'm surprised there's not more stuff like that was developed for the phone and not for like both, you know, because everybody's got a phone, and I'm just surprised it's not. I'm surprised it's not better.
That line that you just used is literally what got the guy booed on stage at BlizzCon.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it is, but nobody wants to see their everybody was pissed when Warzone went on mobile because you don't want to play with fucking people on their phones. You don't want to play, with those people. I get it. I'm just saying, I'm surprised there's not more in the phone, like, because the biggest phone games are all like card games on the phone, basically. Pretty much.
Or the gem games, I think, actually.
Yeah, like those
like
kind of
Crush
ones.
or something like that.
But like your phone can do so much more than that now. I mean, your phone's like just insanely powerful.
If you're okay with your battery dying in like 4 minutes.
I mean, there's also the idea that they don't want to, shit in their own house. So Activision and Blizzard is all a part of King, which is Candy Crush. Mm-hmm. So why would you want to try to pull people from the gigantic game that is Candy Crush? Like, it's still huge, right? Like, I think it's still one of the top games out there, like top games ever.
You're right. This is what I'm getting at. Like, Gray Zone Warfare, right?
Okay.
Right.
Arena Breakout, right? Two examples of games that had a bunch of hype and were going to take down another game, right?
Tarkov and stuff, yeah.
But like, if those games were like just on the phone, it'd be probably a cool fucking game to play. Like, if like those kind of graphics shit would be better.
Yeah, if my backbone would work without a subscription.
Right, yeah, sure. Yeah, the backbone fucked you, Kai. I mean, you got fucked pretty hard on that.
I know.
You did, which I mean, there's tons of them that you could hook up your phone for free that are like that now. Those things are like on TikTok. I see them on there for $10 all the time, different ones. But the backbone fucked you hard.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
because you bought it and then wasn't it like a month after that they're like, oh, now you have to have a subscription to use it or something, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on, was it $10 a month?
I don't even. What is the backbone? I don't even know what this is.
It's like a little controller that like you open it and like it plugs into the bottom of your phone. And then it has like the joysticks, the buttons. Yeah.
I do remember that. I thought about buying it because
it was awesome, and we were all like kind of excited about it. And then Kai bought it, and like a month later, he's like, "Fucking trying to make me pay $10 a month to use this fucking thing."
Bro, I was playing.
Did you pay $150 for it?
It was like 120 or something.
120, yeah.
When did you buy it? Because I was thinking about doing something like that, but I mean, this was back in like
what? Yeah, it was a while
2018, 2017.
No, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh no,
yeah.
I was still in the army at the time, and I got out in 2017.
Yeah, no,
That's what I was thinking about doing it.
They've got a bunch of them now that are free that don't have subscriptions, but they're probably not as quality as the Backbone. But yeah.
I mean, it was nice when I was using it and stuff, but when I was trying to connect to, like, if I wanted to play a game on my PC, I had to have that GeoForce subscription in itself. So I was like, all right, well, I just won't play games that are on my PC. And then eventually, like what we talked about, where the month ended, and it was like, now Backbone also has to have a subscription. I was just like, well, I guess I'm SOL. Yeah, like this is dumb. Like they said, you had to have the app, but I didn't.
Having been able to play PUBG Black Budget with your Backbone on
Dude,
mobile?
it'd be fucking badass because PUBG Black Budget is the new extraction shooter coming from PUBG.
Now, it's not going to be on mobile. At least I don't know if it's going to be or not. I mean,
it eventually probably will be because I think PUBG's on mobile.
You think so?
PUBG's on mobile. Eventually.
They do have PUBG Mobile, but they might make a simpler version.
Maybe.
I don't think there are any extraction shooters on mobile because even
Arena Breakout
Warzone is it?
Yeah, or at least it was for a short time.
That makes me want to play it even less.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But if it was only on the phone, it might be cool. You know, okay, maybe not. That's just my thoughts on it.
I don't know,
but yeah,
I'm excited for the PUBG.
Yeah,
Black Budget,
for sure. You're a big PUBG guy, though.
I do. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of PUBG lately. Actually, that and Helldivers 2 with Casey, which you've seen, but you weren't. Yeah, you just don't. You don't join. You ignore us. That's
once.
fine.
It's like it's like
you didn't join the game. You just joined the chat.
No, I joined the game once with you guys.
Oh, that's right. At the very end, and then you just
Well, so this is the issue. This is the issue. Is I don't have any of the fucking upgrades you guys have. So you guys are just slaughtering shit, and I'm like, pew pew.
How do you think we got there?
Pew pew. Pew pew.
How do you think we got there?
Pew, pew.
We had to get the upgrades.
Yeah. Well,
you think we started off that way?
I don't have them. So, but you guys all started off.
We can drop stratagems that you can pick up. So if I have the Quazon, the laser.
I tried to steal Jared's stratagems and he just killed me.
Well, that
was Jared. Yeah,
and that was also someone that wasn't offering them to you.
Yeah, you take their
tried to no means it. No. Okay?
I tried to take them, but yeah, it didn't work.
I will literally drop you the shield generating backpack, the Quasar cannon.
Yeah,
and then you just use the other stratagems for whatever you need. Boom,
yeah,
you're all set.
I'm just undergunned.
The little drone and see what happens.
Guard
to
dog.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I've died so many times to that thing.
But the PUBG, the extraction shooter, so it'll be an extraction shooter, basically based around kind of like PUBG, but it'll be on a 2.5 by 2.5 kilometer map with an urban and underground exploration area. It's going to have that shrinking zone, kind of like PUBG, which I don't know how that's going to work out or what it means, but I'm going to assume that there's going to be a final area you obviously end up in, which it does say that the end game is basically a boss battle underground. So my guess is it's going to force you to go a certain way until you get to the boss.
How do you have a shrinking area and extraction shooter?
Well,
especially because that would mean that you could just hard exfil camp because everyone has to go to that one.
I don't think it's going to be PvP.
It's PvE. Is what it is.
Oh,
yeah.
So my guess is it just doesn't let you dilly dally. You have to keep moving. Is what I'm guessing to the end.
Yeah,
is what I'm guessing. That's what.
Well, it says there's an end game boss battle underground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you have to get to that. It's going to push you. The gas is going to push you to that point.
That's what I just said, dickhead.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm on your side, guy.
All right. Like I said, I just when I think extraction shooter, I think Tarkov, I think Gray Zone, I think
Marauders. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but could you imagine? So Marauders, if they had a little closing thing, it would just shove you back to the little pod area as you go through it.
Right.
And so someone just sits in that pod area until everyone's dead.
But that's also PvP. Not. I'm wondering if this one is going to be have the ability to extract at any different random time or whatever. But also, it will have.
Really, another question. Truly hope that it's not just PvE. I hope it's both.
I'm hoping that they'll have the ability to do both. Yeah. My question is,
because okay, Paul, just real quick. So when Call of Duty came out with their extraction shooter, it was pretty shit. Other than I just liked going and hunting other squads. It was so much fun hunting other squads. And then when they switched to the new one, they got rid of DMZ, and now it's zombies. Okay, there's other squads in zombies, but you can't kill them. It's fucking stupid.
Mhm.
They're there. You can see them. You can shoot at them, but it does nothing. It's just stupid, in my opinion. Really stupid.
I don't know. The fact that I've tried playing DMZ,
yeah,
and I had a 50 cal, and I shot an unarmored face, and I just saw the little armor icon come up that I had cracked him. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I can't play this.
Yeah, I didn't. Wasn't my thing.
That makes me wonder with this one too. So it's supposed to have customizable weapons / gear, and it's making me wonder: is it similar to that of like Tarkov or whatever, where you have gear in the beginning that you bring in, or is it something where you're in game? Huh?
You got to, right? Well, you have to be able to bring it in order.
But that's my thought.
Yeah,
is if it's an extraction shooter, there's a reason you got to extract it. Yeah. Or is it like PUBG where you land, you pick stuff up, and then you customize? Like, do you want it 2 times? Do you want it 4 times? Or
I'm guessing you bring in what you have, so you'll start with either
that's what I'm thinking.
Or
and you
pistol,
find stuff and can bring it out.
And you can find stuff, bring it out, then you bring it back in.
Would you pick up sites, or would you pick up stuff that you could then sell for site? Will it be as in depth as like Tarkov and stuff like that?
Nothing will be as in depth as Tarkov. I don't think.
Well, I hope not, because
I am so sorry about my dogs, guys.
Yeah, they're all right.
You're fine.
Good. They're calming down.
I keep seeing my thing light up every time they're upstairs going ape shit.
They just have a little argument.
Yeah,
you have your Chris on?
What? Say again?
You got Chris on Discord?
I have no idea. I haven't really checked.
Oh,
if that opens to the public, will they get rid of it? I hope not, because it works out great. Like, my wife was vacuuming earlier. CC couldn't hear a thing. Except my wife always thinks that.
Here's the thing. I was watching my microphone light up as they were barking.
Right. No, we get what you're saying.
So,
yeah. I know what
if it's not bothering you guys, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, we're all right.
No. Yeah, guys, if everyone doesn't know, I have dogs. They're loud. I apologize.
Yeah, it's cool. They're cool.
Well, Crisp usually gets rid of a lot of that background noise if it's not coming straight from, like, you, usually.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, whatever.
So, has anybody seen the concept art for Avengers Doomsday that was leaked?
I have, and it looks exciting.
Freaking awesome. It looks super awesome. Leaked.
Yeah.
I just
they're leaked. Get everybody hyped now, because their movies keep tanking. But the good news is, so this is obviously Avengers Doomsday, so it's based around Doom, of course. We know kind of where Robert Downey Jr. is.
Or this one won't suck.
It looks like this is where it's going to be like Lord Doom, right? And he set it up in a world where he kind of wants, like, he's the ruler of everything. It's like a medieval time. You've got Doctor Strange's Sheriff Strange, and then it looks like maybe even Sue Storm is his wife. I don't know if it's actually his wife or not. And then I think they have his and Reed's son, I think, standing there as well. But then you've got what looks like a village of Hulks. You've got Hulk, She-Hulk, Scar with Hulk's son living in some sort of village, so you don't know where that takes place. And then they've got the possibility of it showed a new Black Panther in an outfit that was leaked.
Yeah.
So the question is that
Wakanda forever?
Is that going to be are they going to bring in a new Black Panther? And it would obviously have to be from a separate universe from what we know or have seen in the MCU. And how do they tie it together?
Yep.
Right. Which Tony Stark already did time travel stuff. So
they went time travel and multiverse. They can do whatever the fuck they want now.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be a completely different universe.
They also did
at some point in time. They got to like bring it all together, though, right?
That they don't have to, and that's the whole thing. Is they never have to bring it all together if they don't want to. The one smart thing, I guess, about multiverse is that you can have only one thing. So let's say that Spider-Man with Guardian of the Galaxy in something else. Like, it's a new Spider-Man they can do to, something else where the Guardians never actually met the rest of the Avengers, and it was just Spider-Man, because that's just how that universe worked out. Right. You never have to restart this timelines like we used to. So you used to have, your Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and then you had like X-Men, and you had all these things where if you wanted to do something else, you just restarted the series with a new cast and whatever else. And now they're just
X-Men is supposed to be getting pulled into the Avengers and stuff now. I'm pretty sure.
I always kind of like the fact that they were separate. I mean, they've already shown that they're all in the same universe. purely because of like the ending things and like the quote fun stuff that they're doing, the Easter eggs. But by doing those Easter eggs and those fun things, you're destroying those walls and you're inadvertently making that all part of the same universe. It's already good.
I'm just so fucking excited to see Robert Downey Jr. play Dr. Doom. I'm so
and like, is there going to be a universe where he's both Doom and Iron Man fighting himself? Because
could happen.
That's where I'm like,
we can sit here.
It's a fucking soap opera now.
The possibilities are absolutely endless. But
I'm
just excited. Kind of like what?
And the possibilities being endless goes even farther beyond endless, because then they have the What If series. So even if there is no. Like I mean, that was awesome when it was the comic book and it was a single issue of a comic book, like what if Wolverine killed Cyclops?
Yeah.
And then they did everything else with it. I was never a fan of it. It just,
speaking of Wolverine, Kai.
Yeah.
There's a Marvel's Wolverine game that's coming out.
I just want to say you killed my segue. All right, I was like leading up to that.
You were going there. No.
Yes,
no, motherfucker. I didn't kill your segue. I took it. Whoop whoop.
Well, that kind of kills his and adds your whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, it's being created by Insomniac and might release in 2025. But it looks awesome. It looks like it's set in like the Wolverine Origins.
It looks like it's a game that is
he
made
himself. That's the best part about this. Is he's trying to talk?
Can you hear me now? It looks like a game that was made off of Wolverine Origins or X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Like he's got the leather jacket on and stuff. And
everything looks exactly the same.
It's not before he gets his adamantium, because you can see the adamantium claws and he gets out
adamantium.
Whatever it is, adamantium. I'm dyslexic.
It's
either way.
It's okay. We love you, Kai.
It's not verified. Yeah.
We love you, guys.
Don't hurt yourself. Welcome aboard, Explorer. Sorry.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Okay.
I know. Well,
no, I'm also happy about those types of things. Do we know anything other than release date? Is it going to be? I understand the time frame. But is it going to be some kind of a multiplayer? Is it going to just be an RPG? Is it going to be some kind of open world?
Looks like a story game.
Like solo player. We don't know for sure. Yeah, all we've seen is the clip from I think someone was in early testing or alpha or something like that, and it was showing like some of the gameplay. So it looked pretty awesome.
And just maybe because it's single player doesn't mean that it can't be open world. Because like Red Dead is a single player game, but it is very much, open world. Shadow of the Colossus, same kind of a thing. So I guess that's what I'm wondering, if it's going to be more like an Elden Ring type thing, or if it's going to be more of The Last of Us. If it's going to be more open world, kind of choose how you approach it, or if it's going to be very linear and game mode plus type things.
They didn't really have like that much kind of information on it. Okay. But I mean, if you're looking for like kind of like an Elden Ring kind of like map quest thing, you could look into Hell Is Us. Because Hell Is Us is supposed to be releasing, and that's got no quest markers, no map, no traditional objective system in it. So that's kind of like, but it plays similar. It's a third-person melee game, so it plays sort of like God of War, but on the Elden Ring side. So
a little more Dark Soul, a little more like Souls-like type thing, a little more brutal than the God of War series.
All right. Yeah, but it's just another third person slasher. What are you confused about, CC?
How awesome would it be? Okay.
I
just got stuck.
If we could do all the segues like I've been doing them tonight, I know.
No. I'm talking GTA 5. Okay. The storyline. Okay. The storyline is Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. Right.
Right.
No idea.
How great. Yeah, I know you haven't played it, but how great is that game automatically if you can play with two buddies and you play through the entire game as the character that you pick, right? And then after you're done beating it, you switch characters. You can play through the game 3 times separately.
That'd be
fucking awesome.
There are games that have done things like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking like GTA 5, one of the greatest games of all time. What are the greatest storylines of all time in a game? Like the stories of a game. Long, fruitful, great. If you could play it three different, because you constantly switch between the three main characters. Like you'll go to bed as one character and wake up as another one, right? But just to play it, like play the whole game as one character, and then you switch and you play the whole game as the next character, but you're still playing with your friends as you're doing it. Like that'd be sweet as hell. A game that in depth.
First off, CC, you'd have to have two friends to do this stuff with.
Secondly, Kai and Zeus.
Secondly, you'd have to get back on the game. I just want to bring up New World again.
Yeah, what's up?
I downloaded it.
Dude, I've been busy, man.
CC picked a server to go on to. He's like, yeah, you're never going to catch up to me. He keeps doing this to me where he's like, hey, let's play this game together. He'll play it, and then he just stops.
But I've been busy as shit. I haven't been on my PC this week, so I've been very busy.
What was your excuse for Once Human?
The game fucking sucked.
The game.
It was so cool at first, but then I'm just like, oh no, this game kind of sucks.
So CC was pissed off that he could not go and fight people in PvP the second that he landed. And after playing it, because I have probably like 100-ish hours, 200 hours into the game.
The developers want human. I'm sorry, it's just not for me.
You would have been one-tapped by anyone out there that would have come back to, like, if they had not put those protections in. And you would have hated the game because you never would have been able to do anything at all.
Oh, it's not even on Steam. I can't say how many hours I have in it. I don't know. It wasn't for me.
You know what game I feel like he could play well though with others at least?
What? Pokemon?
No, minus the fact that his mic like crackles and breaks a lot. But there's a game called Begone Beast, and basically what you have to do is you have to get through levels, but in order to run through the level, you have to scream into your mic.
Don't want
so
it.
in order to get out, the louder you scream, the faster you run. But the problem is after each level, based on your average volume, it then requires more. So you'd have to scream louder and louder. So you have to start off, I think, kind of quiet. This sounds like
my worst fucking nightmare. I know Zeus would rather kill himself than fucking play that stuff. No way.
So the only thing I can think of right now is that this game was made and probably backed by Tyler 1.
I feel like this was a game that was made for my wife because she scares easily. I don't know if you've seen the videos or not, but if she had a video game that was like jump scares,
but if I just
she could freak out constantly and just get out of the level.
Like imagine my old lady hates it when I play Call of Duty and I yell, or Fortnite and I yell. Could you imagine me screaming into a game? She would be like,
a game that you have to yell at?
She would shut the internet off, dude. No way.
Seriously, we all can imagine it because we've all experienced you screaming while playing games.
I'm a screamer, dude. I get invested. I get jacked up, to perform for my team.
Jesus Christ, Kai.
I get excited. So, Kai,
there is a couple of games that came out somewhat recently where they use your microphone, and the whole point is you're supposed to stay quiet, and there's like small jump scares throughout. But the whole thing is you're just supposed to stay quiet. I don't know.
This is the exact fucking opposite. Like you need to get it.
I want her to try It Takes Two with me. But
she's just gonna sit on the fan blade while she tries to make the jump.
You know what? We know what game we should play. We should play together. We should play that chain game together.
Oh Lord,
we're all chained together.
No, it's like only up, but it's chained.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we should.
No, I'm good because it's
punch you.
It's going to turn into Begone Beast with us screaming into the game.
Right?
It might.
Are you falling asleep over there? Are you good, Punishment?
No, I'm good. I'm golden. I'm good.
Right.
He just had to get some more oxygen in the brain.
Yeah, I need more oxygen.
You know what I mean?
I had to shut my fan off.
There is a game. Well, it's not a game. There is a development that's happening in gaming that I think is pretty sweet. And there's a doctor at the Ohio State University, the Ohio State, right? Her name is Dr. Lee. She's a Chinese assistant professor. And what she has done is created a sensor that can detect flavors in foods by analyzing the chemical makeup of the food.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is awesome. It's cool in itself, but She also created a mouthpiece, right? Kind of like plugs into your PC and stuff like that.
This
and
is
it
such
has
bullshit.
A micro
know where this is going.
fluiding system that recreates the flavors with small edible chemicals.
I already know where this is going to go.
You could taste foods in games. You could if you imagine you're doing VR and you're eating something, you can actually taste it.
It's not ending with food, Kai. Like that is.
Well, if you had
where this is going.
If people didn't necessarily have the control of the sensor itself, right? If it was just something that was a sensor, like
you
want the
tasting my balls
cheeseburger to taste like a cheeseburger, you just
I'd be like,
you would just wipe a cheeseburger
Kai,
for the game
Kai,
creation.
Do you have it? Do you have it in your mouth? I got something I want you to try.
Oh, if it was coming for you, I would never try it.
Guy.
Yeah. If it was coming from any of my friends, I would never try it. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah.
But
no.
I mean, if they had it in game where you would like eat a food or something like that, you could actually taste the food. So, I mean, the mouthpiece has like it holds different edible chemicals, right? So, if it wants to implement sweetness, it would use glucose, citric acid for sourness, and then glutamine for like a more savory kind of flavor. So it would combine it to try and make up these foods that it would be tasting. So is the sensor going to be used on like, one end to another, or is it going to be, they're going to use the sensor so they can scan foods into games? Right. I don't know. I wouldn't trust people like CC with it.
I got something. Okay.
Oh no.
Ziggy. You fucker. The guy that commented that we have a tech podcast that we know nothing about tech or gaming. Remember this?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want a tech off with Ziggy. I want to talk tech with Ziggy. So DM us.
Have a live debate on.
Yeah. DM us. We will record it for the podcast.
We'll make it a side.
Yeah. We'll make it a video for the podcast. Ziggy, you fucker, saying we know nothing about gaming or tech. I
cannot believe how much this dude got under your skin.
Fucking bothers me. Everything in my life is tech. Okay, that's all I do is tech. And this guy's like, you know nothing about tech, you guys, in this podcast. First of all,
we get up to
unqualified is in the fucking name, Ziggy. Secondly, I know more than you, Ziggy. So let's do it.
He doesn't know that. He's gonna be dealing with the next like Bill Gates. Imagine we get up to like 100.
Fucking post it, all right? I won't edit it to be better in my favor or nothing.
Imagine we get to like 100,000 subs, right?
Yeah.
We finally reach like a high quality.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna get a bunch of comments. This dude's gonna read through them all and start calling out people on the podcast.
Everybody out. No, I don't call out everyone. Okay, I laugh a lot of them.
We're gonna
off,
have to separate section just called CC's call-outs.
This guy fucking got under my fucking skin a little bit. Okay, this is like the third one. This is the third one, and I wasn't gonna.
Bad publicity is good publicity. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean,
haters are just.
Ziggy.
Haters are what help you rise.
The fuck name is Ziggy anyway. Ziggy. But
Ziggy is
okay. CC's just practicing for Begone Beast. Can you?
I want to fucking talk to this guy about tech and gaming. Anyway, Kai, please wrap it up. Oh no, wait, one thing before we wrap it up. Verdansk is coming back April 3rd for Call of Duty.
We keep saying this. I don't think it means what we think it means anymore.
So. I've been reading a lot of stuff that says that they see this as their last chance to save Warzone. So they're going to fix a lot of shit. I don't know if they're going to revert back to the old, to Modern Warfare. I don't know what they're going to do. That's what I would hope they would do. But we'll just have to see. I will be on Call of Duty the 3rd to test it out and see. And if I make it through a game, it'll be pretty good. But if not, it probably won't. They don't fix it.
I was actually curious about this thing. What is this task manager fix?
Oh yeah. So you ever looked at your task manager while it's running and it's telling you like your different usage of your CPU?
Yes.
So what people didn't realize is it was at a base clock calculation for everything. So if you were overclocking your CPU, it was actually giving you the base calculation for your base clocking.
Don't overclock.
So you could add up everything.
Just buy a better one.
Just buy a better CPU. Yeah. Well, it was task manager. Yeah. But so what was happening is, say you were overclocking your CPU, and you're running these different programs. You add them up, it's going to be more than 100% of your CPU usage.
Yeah.
And if you were underclocking it would never reach 100 because it constantly stayed at the base clock.
Is this like a new thing? Because I feel like this was something that just like it's always been.
It's always been like that. Yes, this is, but they're now coming out with a actual math computation to fix that. So if you're overclocking, it's actually going to read the overclocking speed and adjust. And then same thing if you're underclocking. So they actually fixed Task Manager to be correct instead of having that.
Do people underclock? Is that a thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
it depends on what you're trying to do.
If you don't have like adequate cooling, you might want to do that. I guess, like if you got,
or if you just want your stuff to last longer, because if you're not having to tax things, like if you're not playing, GTA 6, like if you're only playing, some Pokemon emulator where it doesn't take a whole lot, there's no point in putting your system under stress. Or they might be multi-boxing or multi-account type thing where they want the thing to run slower at slower frames or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a tech guy. Apparently, I don't know anything.
Nope, you don't know anything about tech. Ziggy's fucking right. You're a piece of shit,
idiot.
Ziggy.
Before you take it away, Kai, yes, you guys, if anyone is out at the Indianapolis Comicon this weekend, look for us. We'll be wearing our black and pink shirts that say Unqualified Gamers on it. If you want some stickers, you want a shirt, you're going to have a conversation with us. We're not just going to give it to you, whether it's going to be answering a question or, actually getting into a conversation.
I need some of those stickers.
He won't just give you stickers. I'll give them to you.
No, you gotta earn that shit.
I need some stickers. Can you send me some of those?
I have the pile for you right here. This is your pile right here.
Okay. Well, you remember like a month ago when you said just send me a text and remind you, and I sent you the text, and then you didn't send them out. All right,
I have gifts for him that have been like laid out on the guest bed twice now, and he's canceled. So then I've just put him back into the guest room.
So the other half of the stickers that's in this bag, I will have this bag in my pocket, and whatever does not get stuck on superchargers on the way, or I might drop them on superchargers. I don't know. Will be in my pocket.
Arrested.
Oh, have you heard about the superchargers being set on fire out in LA? In protest of Musk?
Yes, I have.
I have. Yeah.
You know how fucked I am if that happens on the way out there? I'm stuck there.
For me, it's just so funny that it is green energy and they're lighting plastic on fire. Oh my God.
California's built different, my friend. California's built different. I take it away.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Do comment, especially if you want that PC. Make sure that you're sharing the video to your friends. Make sure that they're sharing it to their friends. Get us up to that 1,500 sub, and we'll give away that $800, $1,000 PC for you for free. 100% for free.
Only if we hit 1,500.
Only if we reach that 1,500 sub goal by the 20th. Yeah. So share it with your friends. Let us know if you have anything that you agree or disagree with. Something you'd like us to discuss next week. You can check us out on our other platforms, whether it be YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Rumble. And then also feel free to follow us on our socials. We got Patreon, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram.